Hello, everybody. Welcome to the MLC, aka the Mr. Limber channel. And to all my brothers, you already know. Welcome to the Brotherhood. Today's knowledge that I'm going to drop is called Single Wives. Single Wives. Now, I've been playing around with this topic for a while, and I never really made the video for it. But I believe it's very important that you guys understand the pandemic or even the epidemic that's going around. And the illness is called the single wives. See, it sounds like a contradiction at first because you're wondering what is a single wife. Well, allow me to explain. The single wife is a mentality. It's the woman that you married, but she is single. You are married to her, but she is single because her mentality is single. A lot of you brothers out here are getting married or even serious relationships. You're getting women pregnant. And then you're trying to build with these women, and you're wondering what is wrong with these women because they're misbehaving. Some of them are verbally abusive, others are physically abusive. And you're wondering, why don't she ever listen to you? Why won't she clean? Why won't she take care of the kids? Why don't she enjoy being a mother? What you failed to understand was you married a single woman. And I'm going to go ahead and explain that to you. What I'm trying to tell you is you married a woman with a single woman's mentality. She believes in her mind she is still single. This type of woman is the type of woman who wanted the ring so she can go show off that she's a wife. This is the kind of woman who wanted the ring so she could say, I is married. I know I made that one a little ghetto. But you get my point. She want to go tell everyone she's married. She want to be a missus. She wants everyone who grew up with her, that knew that she wasn't anything serious, that knew that she was the neighborhood whore. She wants to rub it in their face and prove to them that she did not go all her life getting dicked down by sorry dudes and never got wedded. She wanted to prove that somebody would marry her. So she just played quiet, the quiet game. The quiet game is when the woman really don't prove anything, but she's quiet. When she really don't prove anything, but she won't argue against anything you say. So you think that's a sign of submissiveness. So you marry her. Well, what she didn't understand is she didn't want to be a wife. No, she just wanted the ring. You see, she wants a husband, but she does not want to be a wife. She wants a man to claim to be her husband, to elevate her social status from whore to wife. But she doesn't want to be a wife. She won't treat you like a husband, but she wants you to treat her like a wife. See, in order for her to treat you like a husband, she must act and behave like a wife. But she doesn't want the role of a wife. I want you guys to let this sink in. I want you to let this marinate. I want you to think it through. Because this is the danger most of you are walking into when you are getting married to these women. So you walked into the matrimonial middle finger. That's what I call it on this channel. That ring finger can oftentimes be that matrimonial middle finger. That marriage FU. Yeah, it sucks. And as men, we pay the ultimate price because we have the most to lose. Which is why you need to really take your time and evaluate what I'm telling you. You see, on my channel, I don't always go in on people. I don't always rank on the women. I don't always roast them for you modern day guys. But I'm really teaching you how to avoid trouble. Because when you hit rock bottom, you're going to wish you listened to what I'm trying to say. Because the funny channels are cool, but if they're lacking teachings and telling you what to look out for and peep it out before it even hits you, then you're really not prepared for what's coming. So you walk into that matrimonial middle finger. You walk into that woman that's going to destroy your life. You see, she's going to treat you worse than a fuck buddy. She's going to treat you worse than a friends with benefits scenario. Because in this scenario, you have to treat her like a wife. You have to pay the bills. You have to kiss up to her as society tells her she deserves that. She expects you to simp. She expects you to respect her. She expects you to write poems and do romantic things. She expects to come home and have a bubble bath ready with her favorite champagne glass, cold, nice, and ready to go. But what everyone else from the outside does not realize about your union to this woman is that she is not a wife. She is single. You don't believe me? Ask her to submit to you. And maybe then you will believe me. A wife characteristics, a good one. The only way to be a wife is to submit to the man, the husband. How many of you brothers have a woman that is really submissive to you? See, when a woman is not submissive, she is emulating the characteristics of a single woman. See, a single woman does not have to submit to anyone, for she is single. She is not in a relationship with a man. A lot of you brothers are married to a single wife. Your woman is single. You don't believe me? Ask her to respect you. Ask her to watch her language when she addresses you while she's upset. Ask her to watch how she addresses you when she's upset in front of other people. She is behaving as if you're not the husband. She only wants you to be the husband when it is convenient to her. She wants you to go get the groceries. You see, even though a woman is supposed to do the grocery shoppings, but you have to do it. And maybe if she does it, she might want you to go out and take it out of the trunk and carry it in. She wants you to go outside when she hears something funny out there in the night. Go check it out. You're the man. But when it's time for her to cook a meal, you get the matrimonial middle finger. Because she's behaving like a single woman still. She's not gonna cook for you because she doesn't view you as her husband in that way. That's why I tell my brothers to slow the hell down. Pump the brakes before you wed these women. Because most of them aren't women, they're bitches. I know the word is harsh, but you need to understand the difference between a woman and a bitch. Because most of you are getting married to the bitch. She is single minded and you're making her your wife. She thinks selfishly. That's why when you guys have a child, she can take that child and actually try to violate your visitation rights. Because she doesn't think of this as a family. Even though you guys have separated or divorced, she doesn't think about it as a family. She doesn't see how she's hurting that child by keeping him or her away from their father. She is a single woman that never learned how to be one with a man. She is not wife material. So if you realize you're talking to a woman and she's quiet, it only means she's playing the quiet game. She needs to start giving you her honest opinion. What does she think about your ways? Because you're about to marry the single wife. She carries your last name, but she carries no respect for you. Oh man. See, I'm just giving you brothers truth right now. I'm telling you how it is. Because a lot of you guys are wondering why these women switch when you married them. They didn't switch. They went into being single. What they are. Single-minded. They don't think as couples. See, she comes home and she's hungry. She fix herself something to eat. And then she go chill. She didn't think to make enough for you, and sometimes not enough for the kids. She's a single-minded woman, the single wife. Some of them cheat on you because they honestly don't think it's cheating. Because she thinks she's a single woman still. So she goes ahead and whores around. Goes ahead, suck some men up, come back home, and lay one right on your lips. She didn't even wash her mouth yet. And if you think I'm exaggerating, I actually know a chick that did that. See, most of the things I teach you, brothers, is from real life knowledge that I've obtained. And I'm trying to warn you so you don't walk into that shit. Now, you know I try to keep the profanity low. But sometimes I realize certain vernaculars resonate with my brothers a little bit better. And I am tired of watching you guys walk into this crap over and over again. These same traps. This is why I make these videos. So you know what to look for. You know what to avoid. When you telling her about how I want you to have a cooked meal ready for me when I get home, if she's giving you any type of look to the side, even if she's quiet, or she's popping her neck back, or she's flattening her lips, tightening her jaws, rubbing her knees, and looking to the side, you got yourself a single-minded woman. And like I like to say on this channel, dump the bitch. Oh yeah, dump the bitch. How about this? She's single-minded, but she got a fat ass. Dump the bitch. She got nice tits, but she's single-minded. Dump the bitch. A lot of you brothers get stuck on how she looks. Her looks will fade, my brothers, and there is always a woman that looks better. That kind of woman that is single-minded is qualified for nothing else but dick. You can't put a ring on a single-minded woman because she will be married and she will be a single wife. She thinks independently. See, when she said that, you assume you had a woman that could think for herself and come up with good contributing ideas. But what she really was saying is that I think what I think is right and I execute upon it without your input. And I execute whether or not you like it. She thinks as if she doesn't live with another person in the house. She thinks as if she didn't take a vow to have you as her head and her leader in the family. My brothers, I am giving you the power to look into the future. This is what the Mr. Limba channel is all about. I'm teaching you wisdom. The most powerful thing in the universe. Wisdom. You need this wisdom. When a woman is behaving and acting as if she's not in a relationship, she's doing things on her own, that is a single-minded woman. You do not put a ring on her and make her a single wife. A lot of you brothers are saying, my wife has a lot of issues. You know why? Because she's not submissive to you. Now, she may not be the worst woman on the planet, but she's still not submissive to you, and that is why you're seeing a lot of issues. A real submissive woman has very little issues. I'm not saying she have no issues. I'm saying she has very little issues, because most of the time she is listening to her husband or consulting her husband before she acts, because she understands that she is not single. I hope you brothers really getting what I'm saying here. Do you understand me, my brothers? A woman that acts as if you're not here when she makes decisions and do things and behaves regardless of how you might feel about it is a single-minded woman. And beware of the quiet single-minded woman, because she won't tell you that she is single-minded. She won't really argue or fuss with you, but she'll keep acting out on her own as if you're not there. She will come to conclusions on big situations without even talking to you, because she is a single-minded woman. Do not make the single-minded woman your wife, because you will have the single wife. It's actually not a contradiction. It's a very real, devastating shit that exists in unions nowadays. Take a pause. Go ahead and subscribe to the Mr. Limba channel. Join the brotherhood so you know how to be protected in these societies. Hit that bell icon to get notifications of all my new videos. Like this video, share these videos, comment in the sections, man. Learn, because that's the most important part. Now, there is very likely that I make a part 2, elaborating more on the characteristics of the single wife. So stay tuned and stay locked into this brotherhood. And if you're a woman, you know this channel don't speak to you, but you can learn from this. If you have the single wife mentality, undo that shit. Otherwise, real men who understand the game will not marry you. Mr. Limba, out.